It is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. This quote is by a man named Fredrick Douglass, who was an African-American social reformer who escaped from slavery and became the national leader of the abolitionist movement to end slavery at the time before and during the American Civil War. This man has later become the first African-American to be nominated as the Vice President of the United States of America. Yesterday, I was sharing another quote by a very smart person, Albert Einstein, who said that education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. I think that by combining the smart words of these two men, we get to the starting point from where we can start rethinking and reimagining the future of education. Yesterday, I argued that what remains with most of us, after everything we had to memorize during all those years of school, is shattered self-esteem, is a set of limiting beliefs about what we can and cannot do, and in general, a fixed mindset and a very passive attitude towards life and towards our learning and development process. I think that if we take the smart words that are putting in such a concise manner what I believe should be the starting point for the future of the education system, we can start the journey of learning and thinking of new solutions in this domain that will allow people to really grow and develop themselves early on, to be strong men, strong children, and not to get to the point that there are broken men and women that has to be repaired. Many of us are going out of school in different stages and start the process of repairing ourselves. Most of us, the ones with the energy to still go forward, own our life and take responsibility and try to change it for the better, are going and reading many self-help books, attend seminars, and do everything that the self-development or personal development industry has to offer us. But as I started this video, it's easier to build strong children rather to try to repair us when it's quite late and we are broken in many different ways. I decided to take action in 3 different courses. One is to go on a personal journey, become a student, talk to the people who are leading this effort to reinvent education around the world. There are many, many inspiring things that are being done in different parts of the planet, and I'd like to talk to the leading people that are in the field, taking action, and hear from them and from their experiences what they learned and what works and what doesn't work, so we can choose to implement these things into the new plan that in later stages the team that I will lead will work on to design the alternative solutions to create these alternative educational systems. The next course of action is, as I already mentioned, to form a team that will really start to plan and develop these new alternative environments and learning processes, and everything is going to be documented from the ground up. All the team and the group meetings, everything we learned, every step of the way of planning and developing these new environments and new solutions. The third course of action is going to be putting everything into action, applying everything we learned, and start getting feedback, start creating alternative environments, getting children into them and get feedback, and try to make the best we can to influence the lives of as many people as we can, to change their lives and to make sure that we create and build strong children rather than create broken men that later will have to face reality and try to repair themselves. For this journey, I'd like to ask your help. If you know anyone that might be willing to share with me their experiences, anyone that is involved in this movement to reinvent education somewhere on the planet, anyone that I should talk to, anyone that can share with me inspiring ideas, experience from the field, if you have your own experience in the education system, if you have a different opinion that I have, if you want to point me in the right direction, I would love to hear from you and get your feedback and get your stories and your experiences with your kids in the modern schools, and hear more about the problems and possible solutions in this domain.